Just Google how to fix servers. Oh, wait. So whenever I'm free I like to go out or watch anime or... So you don't code in your spare time? Well, coding is just my job. I have a life outside. Wrong answer. Rejected. Our company places high value on work-life balance. What do you mean coding isn't your life? My code better start doing what I want it to do, instead of what I'm telling it to do. The scary part is when the same code does something different the second time. Looking at some old code and was initially puzzled by a variable named feet. I have now worked out that this was at one point called legend handles, which then became leg hands, which then became feet. Sometimes I truly hate my past self. Developers, my back hurts, my whole body aches. Also developers when they work. Developing back pain like a pro. Unicode. Some big brain driver here. What is the biggest lie you have heard from a programmer? It should work now. I've switched to saying, it should display a different error message now. Me working in backend. I completed the entire backend in just one day. Me working in frontend. How the frick I can align this button at center? Easy. Just don't use that button. Why programmers like cooking? You peel the carrot, you chop the carrot, you put the carrot in the stew. You don't suddenly find out that your peeler is several versions behind and they dropped support for carrots in 4.3. World exists. New programmers. Let's hope the world will never find out we aren't all that cute. Programming C3PO, you know what this miracle piece of technology needs? Anxiety. Programmers when they spend 2+ hours to automate a task that takes 2 minutes to do manually. Efficiency. It's not about efficiency, it's about sending a message. IT team before going on holiday. The tech priests have removed their armor to get closer to the blessed metal. Programming in enterprise company. Startups. Trying random stuff for hours, instead of reading the documentation. After the huge success of Untitled Project, I'm finally dropping Untitled Project 2. Who's excited? I'm holding out for Untitled Project 2 copy. The best way to learn a language is to speak to natives. The guy learning Python. So that's why Harry needs his glasses. Who loves AI? Who wants to learn AI? Who's ready to learn Python? Me just asked stupid question on Stack Overflow. One fully detailed answer. Kind person. Thank you kind person for helping me to keep my job. Always work on 2 projects at once. That way you can procrastinate on project A by messing around on project B. And when you get tired of project B you can waste time by working on project A. You will be twice as productive while doing nothing, but procrastinate. Instructions unclear. Ended up getting fired from both jobs. Me with computer science degree. Relatives asking me to fix their printer. When you use int instead of char. When you make a list to store one variable. The Google front-end developer who waited all his life for his error 500 page to finally be seen. Reject programming, return to Mongo. iOS devs, I have to support 2 iOS versions. Android devs, I have to support 5 Android versions. Web devs, this does not work in the Nintendo 3DS browser. The change is not detected even though the input field contains the new string. True story. Jacob, why do you need such a big monitor? I program in Java. What does that have to do with the big monitor? Casually calls function with 22 parameters. Spending 4 hours fixing a bug and realizing that the code you've been compiling was not the code you've been fixing. Happens to the best of us. Me after not touching a piece of code for a week. I've never met this code in my life. What idiot wrote this? Oh wait, it's me. When I spend 2 hours trying to optimize my code to make it run faster, and the result runs 8 times slower than the original. Am I disabled? And then you end up using your shitty code you wrote in the first place. Mom, if your friends jumped off a bridge, would you jump too? Machine learning algorithm. Do while loops be like? Shoot first. Ask questions later. Wait, you want me to run your shitty code again? Wait, have you just been Googling every question I ask you? Always have been. Senior just means faster at finding the answer. The best way to learn a language is to speak to natives. The guy learning PHP. Learning SQL by sitting at tables. First in, first out. Last in, first out. Thanks, I hate this image. 20% of US bandwidth is used by Netflix. The rest is used by npm install. Have you tried brew update recently? What's the best programming language for coding your own therapist? Python, so you can call it terra.py. Closing all the tabs after solving a pesky programming bug. Almost as good as having Shreks. My boss asking if a feature I built can be altered. No, I wrote it in permanent code. I wrote the code in Sharpie. Me solving a bug. Senior developer who added a bug to boost my confidence. More like senior developer didn't catch bug to begin with. When your line of code does not change color, something's wrong, I can feel it. Maybe I am colorblind. If two video game developers date each other, is it a Unity? Or just Unreal? First programming language was introduced in 1956. Programmers before 1956. How are you with CSS? I hate it. An experienced user then. Coding tip for when you get stuck. Shut your laptop, stand up, stretch, take a walk, go to the airport, get on a plane, adopt a sea lion, never return. Instructions unclear, ended up with coding again. It's not a data breach, it's a surprise backup. Security. It's not a memory leak, it's batch allocation. If you were building a car, would you machine your own parts from scratch or use the box of wheels, gears and panels in the garage? I like the way you think. Tips to reduce stress. Exercise. Meditate. Solve a puzzle. Drop out of engineering. But if you are in it, you are constantly solving puzzles. Me reading the documentation. Me reading 900 comments of two strangers arguing on the internet. Why do I relate to this so much? When you ask network engineer to design front end. I would like to live in the Ethernet building. Stick with me, kid, and you'll never buy your own t-shirts again. The tech industry. How the Indian guy from YouTube explains it. How your professor explains it. When you only know HTML and develop a web application. This one hurt personally. Client requiremends. Client budget. Close enough, the car is red, so it's fast, you know. Front end. Back end. Just like my Christmas tree. I feel like the internet has given me such unrealistic expectations for my software development career. For example, getting heavily paid. Need 4+ years of experience using a framework. The guy who wrote the framework 1.5 years ago. If Reddit didn't exist, where would you be on the internet right now? Probably on Stack Overflow actually getting some programming done. Emphasis on probably. Land. Not land. Some big brain memes here. When you write 5em instead of 5px. Font weight 5000. Me, start studying computer science. Every person I have ever known. It's free tech support. You're a programmer, right? Can you hack this Facebook page for me? Back-end developers. Why is he typing on the front end of the keyboard though? I'm a sneaky fox. Sneaked in your house. Sat on your couch. Ate your pasta. Pushed to Google Master Branch. Do not push to master, you little bastard. Is my code fast? No, but is it well documented? No, but does it work? Also no. Do I know how to invert a binary tree? No. When you write code so well that you have to add errors just to make sure the compiler is working correctly. Suffering from success. Mail, as if it ever gonna happen. For an IT guy, LinkedIn is like a reverse dating site. Girls write to you and you ignore them. HR girls literally only want one thing and it's freaking disgusting. Other students. You have a mistake in your essay. I was gonna change it. IT students. Your code sucks. I know. Me allocating unsigned longs in C#. Think I'll take 2. Me when allocating 2 extra bytes in C. Can the treasury bear such expense? Copy past it or whatever. Not really a programmer. You should check the source code. Me using part of someone else's code in my program. Surely no one will notice this. For mama. For papa. For int I equals 0, I less than 5, I plus plus. Nice meme. Me, finally I have made a perfect UI. Users can't go wrong. Users. Whoa! You made it to the end. Here's some meme juice for you. Don't forget to like and subscribe for your daily meme juice. Also, check out the description for more juicy meme videos. See ya!